We want to begin this event saying out a prepared statement that the organizers of the event prepared together that really speaks to the legacy of Marielle's life. We are gathered here today to express our outrage and sadness at the brutal assassination of Marielle Franco and her driver, Anderson Pedro Gomes, on the evening of Wednesday, March 14, 2018. Marielle Franco was a city councilwoman from Rio de Janeiro, elected in 2016. Her campaign received the 5th highest number of votes out of the 51 city council people elected that year. She described herself as a black bisexual woman, a proud favelada, a person from a favela, a feminist, a mother, a leftist, a sociologist, a professor, a defender of the rights of the poor and marginalized communities of Rio and Brazil.
In her 15 months as a city councilwoman, she proposed 16 projects for the city council, including a campaign to denounce assault of women on public transport, the implementation of nighttime nurseries, especially in poor neighborhoods for parents who have to work long hours, access to legal and safe abortion in Rio de Janeiro, inclusion of a citywide day fighting against homophobia, lesbophobia, biphobia, and transphobia in the official plan of the city. Inclusion of a citywide day fighting the incarceration of young black populations.
On February 16th, President Michel Temer ordered the military to take control of public security in the state of Rio de Janeiro. Marielle openly denounced the decision, insisting that the inevitable violence of the federal intervention would disproportionately affect residents of favelas. As one of the only residents of a favela in Rio de Janeiro in the city council, Marielle strongly fought against the intervention, saying on her own Twitter page, "How many more will have to die for this war to end?" After the military intervention was approved, she was elected to the commission to oversee and hold accountable the intervention.
Marielle stood as a fearless, outspoken voice for poor and black communities, especially black women. On the night of her death, she spent hours at the Casa das Pretas at an event called Black Women Changing Structures. With 4 other black women, she facilitated a conversation and talked about her own activist journey, about the importance of black women occupying space in universities and other spaces of power. Marielle said, "We are dying. Our people are dying. So we need to do something to advance." Shortly later that evening, arriving home from the event, Marielle and her driver Anderson were shot 9 times in their car, execution style.
We come together here in outrage about the deaths of Marielle and Anderson, but to also understand that their deaths are a part of a larger process of the black genocide, of the genocide of black people, and a devaluing of black life. Marielle and Anderson's lives were cut short because of the systems which say that the lives of favelados, the lives of black women, the lives of queer people don't matter. This month, 4 years ago, Cláudia Ferreira, a black woman from the neighborhood of Madureira in Rio, was shot in a police operation, thrown into the back of a police van, and brutally dragged to her death after her body fell from the back of the police vehicle. The barbarous treatment of her body sent a clear message from those police officers: your life has no value. 2 years ago, in July 2016, Vieira Machado, a black gay college student activist's body was found in Rio's Guanabara Bay, a victim of a hate crime. A friend of his insisted Machado knew he was a threat simply by being and standing up for black queer communities. And just like Marielle, his life was cut short because of the threat that he posed. This genocide of black communities stretches beyond Hugh, throughout Brazil and the world, including our own country of residence. It is exactly this genocide that Marielle firmly battled against in her lifetime. And although her life was brutally cut short as a part of this genocide, we collectively say here that her fight will not die. Marielle, Anderson, Cláudia, Diego, and the multitudes of black people who have lost their lives in an attempt to dare to live free will not die in vain. We raise their voices so that the day will come when no more will have to die in this war. We mourn their deaths here, but we refuse to end their fight. And so our fight continues. Marielle often used the battle cry, "Avante pretas," onwards black women, as a call to action, an acknowledgement that the vision of a better future lied in black women, faveladas, LGBTQ people, and their leadership. Marielle Franco's life has ended, but her vision lives on in all of us. And so avante, spread her vision far and wide. Marielle, presente. Marielle, presente. Marielle, presente. Anderson, presente. Cláudia, presente. Diego, presente. Marielle, presente.